How's it going, everyone? It's David here, and I am at Busch Gardens Williamsburg attending Howl-O-Scream for the very first time. This event is actually well regarded in the industry, and I have not done a SeaWorld or Busch Gardens haunt event before. They have 5 haunted houses as well as several scare zones and shows. Hopefully I can experience as much as I can. I'm going to give my thoughts and give a little tour around the park. Really excited for this tonight, so let's go in and try to have some fun.
Breaking news! TV rolling! Are they hating it? Where the horses? Where the horses? TV rolling on TV hate. No horses.
Me pies for
the other horse.
What are you looking at? Why don't you gouge your eyes out?
Included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. After his coffin crack's voice did ring, seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "What the hell happened to my Transylvania twin?" They played a monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on and it flashed. They played the monster mash.
It's a bloody good cake.
I didn't realize that it had a light.
You guys do a great job. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, just did my very first haunt for Howl-O-Scream here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And the first one I went into was Nevermore, which is themed to the stories and poems of Edgar Allan Poe, although I will say pretty loosely. For a first impression going into this haunted house, it was beautiful inside. The set design and the music, it was outstanding. And there were some pretty decent effects in there as well, with some shrubbery moving. There was a girl in the window pounding on the glass. That was neat. And there were some references to like the Raven and Tall Tale Heart. But other than that, it felt like a generic haunted house one. So far, very impressed on the inside. I will say there wasn't a lot of scare actors, and that could just be for staffing tonight. That's really my only complaint for that. But if the rest of the houses look as good as this one, I think it's going to be a good night. Just got done with Witch of the Woods, which is an outdoor maze. That was fantastic. That was awesome. First off, they built basically an entire village, and it definitely gives me Roanoke vibes with it. And unlike the last one, this one had a ton of actors. Some of them had scripts, some of them were improv, and they were really hamming up the scenery. That was a great walkthrough. One of the best ones I've done recently. Just behind me is Deathwater Bayou, full moon. This is another outdoor maze, and like the Witches of the Woods, they built like a whole village back there. And in this one, you're going in and out of all these tents. Some really good effects in there too, with neon, black lighting, and there was a lot of actors in there hiding in very unlikely places. Definitely some surprises in that one. Another really good one, and this one was probably the longest one so far.
The lights. There you go. I'm all set though. I'm a zombie.
I'm not going to wait.
Really spooky. Get it right.
Just did Lost Mine, The Descent, and as you can see, quite the backdrop on this one. You are actually underneath Escape from Pompeii, and as the title implies, you are through a haunted mine. The set pieces in there were so great, and portions of it you were very claustrophobic, and the actors got really close to you too, and they did a really good job in there as well. To compare it to another haunted mine themed maze over at Hershey Park, I think I prefer Hershey slightly better. It had a bit more thematics and better lighting, but when we're talking about like the set pieces and the atmosphere, this was still a really excellent haunt. I really enjoyed this one a lot. Just got done with my fifth and final haunt maze here at Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream, and that was the Killarney Diner Infested. And unfortunately, I think I saved my least favorite for last. The premise definitely had potential with an infested diner, and other than one really good set piece where you're inside the actual restaurant, the rest felt like a generic slaughterhouse, and even then, I've been in better slaughterhouse-themed mazes. There was a good bit of actors in there, but when going through, there was just random hallways of nothing, no theming, no actors, And this, I found out, is inside of an old simulator ride and queue. So they were probably given what they could get with this. But not horrible, but definitely compared to the other houses that I did tonight, probably the weakest one.
Well, and you also have Holiday World in the Halloween park. That's for like kids.
Thank you. We've been trying to do that all night.
I think it's
And that's going to do it here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. As for the Howl-O-Scream event, honestly, one of the best Halloween events that I have been to, especially for scares. Went into all 5 haunted houses, and I would say 4 out of 5 of them were excellent. All the scare zones were great. They really blended in well with the different themed areas of the park. And I even saw a handful of shows. I especially like the one in the Globe Theater. That was a great show. I really enjoyed that and had a great atmosphere here too as well. The operations here were pretty smooth and swift as well. Didn't really wait too long for the haunted houses, surprisingly. I would say in terms of like theming and production level, it's definitely higher than say like Kennywood, and even higher than say like Kings Island or Cedar Point, and even Hershey Park for that matter. This was a really good one, and it actually kind of makes me want to go to other Howl-O-Scream events at other Busch Gardens and SeaWorld parks. I know I hear good things about Howl-O-Scream at Busch Gardens Tampa and SeaWorld Orlando. So who knows, maybe I'll get around there too one day. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for more content. And with that being said, thank you all for riding, and I'll see you next time.